Alright guys, welcome to Fog Football, and we are reacting to the Scottish transfer deadline day. There's only about 2 hours remaining, but there's been a massive deal just went through, and it is Celtic have signed Kilmarnock's Greg Taylor on a 4-year deal. He will wear the number 3 shirt, and he will replace Kieran Tierney as the number 1 left back at Celtic. Still not confirmed how much Celtic have paid for him. Earlier in the transfer window, Kilmarnock wanted 3 million. Celtic weren't willing to pay that. Celtic were willing to pay 1 million plus Henry on loan for a season. Kilmarnock rejected that. So it'll be interesting to see where the deal actually is. Probably somewhere in between that.
I think 1.5. They're not gonna. It's not gonna be over 2 if they weren't paying 3.
I can't see it being over 2. Like, not because I don't think Greg Taylor's like worth it. I just, it's just like the old firm never pay.
I mean, put it this way:
Scottish clubs.
if
What they're worth.
Tyrone
I mean,
Mings,
look at John McGinn.
look at Tyrone Mings. If Tyrone Mings cost Aston Villa 20 odd million, I mean, he's like Tyrone Mings is like like more or less similar price range to Tierney, and that in itself's a joke.
Joke, yeah, joke. I mean, Celtic wouldn't pay 3 million for John McGinn. Would they pay? Then again, I guess you could argue that maybe they're a bit more desperate for a left back than they were centre midfield at the time. But I don't know. To me, John McGinn was going to be the new Scott Brown for the next decade. Shocking. But anyway, we're not here to talk about him. We have to talk about Greg Taylor. So he is now officially a Celtic player, and things I think are going from bad to worse for Kilmarnock. In the last season, they lost Jordan Jones to Rangers on a free. Then you had Steve Clarke leaving. They signed an imbecile of a fucking Italian manager. Like, the guy probably can't even fucking roll a pizza dough, never mind.
And not only that,
Scottish Premiership.
Kirk Broadfoot has also left Kilmarnock.
Well, that's probably
mutual
a good
consent
thing
or
for
something.
Kilmarnock. But that's probably like the one positive for Kilmarnock in this window. And, so now they've lost Greg Taylor as well. So things are not looking too good for Kilmarnock.
Nope,
Chris
certainly
Boyd
not.
retired as well. So, just
Become a pundit.
it's kind of went to shit. From a Kilmarnock perspective. From a Rangers perspective, it's been a decent window because they have finally got Ryan Kent through on a permanent deal. 7 million. Apparently Rangers have skint. Apparently Rangers have no money. Well, they've went and spent 7 million on Ryan Kent. So obviously they can't be doing that bad. And also Graham Dorrans has left Rangers, so he'll be exiting Ibrox. And very disappointing spell for Graham Dorrans. I was expecting more for the guy, but it just hasn't really happened.
No, but no, what I think has prompted the 7 million. Two things. Numero uno, the old firm performance. I think it just showed that. I mean, even though they've got wingers, you know what I mean. Like, Gerrard just didn't play them, but I think they needed Kent back, and also I think the fact they guaranteed the group stages, and that's a lot of money. That's also factored in to buying Kent.
Fair play, Einstein. Look,
well, I'm spelling it out for all the autistic 5-year-olds that'll be watching this. So I've never heard of Rangers other than Sevco. All right.
Fair enough. Motherwell have signed Mark O'Haran on loan. What do you make of that, Ian?
Fair play to Motherwell. I mean, they're doing pretty well. Beat Hibs 3-0, so another signing's not going to do them any harm, is it?
Speaking of Hibs, I mean, I think it could be a race between Hickenbottom and Lefine, who's going to get sacked first. It's like the Lampard and Solskjaer of the Scottish Premiership. Well, it could be him. Like, although I think he's
just a 3-man band.
Andrew Davis has left Dundee without even playing a game for them. So, what a horrible signing that was.
Usman So and Frederick Franz could be going to Kilmarnock.
I think Kilmarnock definitely needs some reinforcements, so pretty two good, decent set. But then again, Dundee United, released Franz, so I mean, how good's a player when a championship club are releasing them? It is what it is. Just saying it's a quiet window for Hearts, but is it really? I mean, they still brought in 8 players. Last year they brought in 14, but I mean, 8 players is still a lot, and I think this year Hearts have brought in quality more than quantity than they did in the previous year. Some good names in there.
The SPL's a mess, though. It's like, I mean, apart from Celtic, right, the last couple of seasons, literally every team has did a complete revamp at the end, and it's because players let contracts run down, and then they just bring in loads of players in free. Like, see if you look at the Barclays Premier League, how many teams look drastically different year to year? Not many. But if you see, I mean,
I know.
see you look at the SPL. See Rangers centre back pairings, like obviously they've kept the same from last year. But see, like in previous years, you've had Bruno Alves, you've had Philip Senderos. I mean, I forgot he even played for them. You know what I mean? Kranjčar, Barton, all these players, Waghorn. You completely forgot they even played for them.
Yeah, in Scottish football, especially last couple, there's been a massive turnover at clubs at the end of the season. I mean, the players coming and leaving. And to me, you're never really going to build. You need stability.
I think that's what Celtic have got.
Yep. But I think
Rangers
Hearts
are
made
beginning
some
to get
decent
it.
signings. Stephen Naismith on loan got him a permanent deal. Craig Halkett, I think, was great at Livingston. I think he'll do a good job. Jamie Walker was brilliant in his first stint at Hearts. Can he reproduce that? Just didn't work out for him down south, so hopefully he's still got some of that quality left. And then, I mean, two good loan signings. Joel Piera from Manchester United needed a keeper. Slamal's dog shit. They definitely needed a keeper, even though Piera, I believe, is injured now for 5-6 weeks. Fucking bummer. And then also Rayote Machino from Manchester City. Never seen the guy play, but I mean, he plays for Man City, so I mean, you'd like to think that he's somewhat decent. Aberdeen, pretty quiet window for them. Not done a lot. Stevie May left the other day. He went back to St Johnstone, so maybe he can re-find his form there. He just didn't cut it at Aberdeen. I was expecting big things for big Stevie May. I thought, call me fucking retarded. I thought he could have been the guy that helped Aberdeen, mount a title challenge. I honestly thought that when they signed him, but it just wasn't the case. Thoughts on Stevie May?
That was about 27 years ago, it feels like. Well, no, he's been back to St Johnstone, so hopefully he can. I doubt he'll go back to the level he was at, but hopefully he does. But I don't think he will.
Apart from that, I mean, it's been a busy Scottish Premiership transfer window, but there's not in terms of major names. It's not. I mean, Hearts
Well, a
seem
lot
to
of
get their
money's been
business
spent.
done early.
In and out.
I'm not convinced. I mean, I'm looking at the clubs, and apart from the Old Firm,
Hearts,
there hasn't been a lot done.
Yeah, you've got to include them. No, well, I mean, in terms of pounds spent, there's been quite a lot. Fights in and out.
Yeah, but just because Rangers and Celtic spend a lot of money doesn't mean overall other clubs have.
Well, what are you expecting the Ross County to spend 25 million on a left back? I know
No,
Celtic
but
didn't
we were told that Hibs were getting a £6 million transfer budget, and what have they done with it?
Fucking paid the manager. I don't know what they've done with it. We'll put it this way, right? We'll end the Fed with, who do you think, what club has had the best transfer window?
Right, guys, so let us know down below, who do you think's had the best transfer window? I'm going to go out and say I actually think Hearts have had the best transfer window. The reason I'm going to say this is they got rid of a lot of dead wood. Now, I don't think there's anybody that is left Hearts that I'm bored about. You know what I mean? There's nobody that's left. I'm like, damn it. I want him to stay. And I'm a bit annoyed that they loaned out both Cochrane and McDonald, but it is what it is. We'll be getting them back. But I think to get Naismith on a permanent deal, to get Halkett for Livingston was a good signing. Joe Piera on loan was another good signing. Jamie Walker, to get him back to the club, that was really good. So I think Hearts have strengthened the team, but they've just been, it's a combination of having a shitload of injuries and having a crap fucking 4-6-0 manager, which is holding Hearts down. So your thoughts, who do you think's had the best transfer window?
Well, I mean, like we said, the three clubs that have only really did any real business are Hearts, Rangers or Celtic. I mean, yeah, I would probably agree Hearts because, well, I mean, put it this way, I think Rangers have had a good window, but at the same time, it's kind of just a repeat. It's just bring in Liverpool youngsters, you know what I mean? At least Kent's permanent. Well, with Celtic, they should have got more for Tierney, but they were never going to get more. And if they really spent it wise, if they really signed anyone that makes you think, holy shit. I mean, they didn't qualify for the Champions League, so that's another bummer, so I would give it to Hearts.
Well, the question you have to ask yourself, have Celtic got a stronger 11 now than they did last season?
I don't know.
I would say no. Do Hearts have a stronger 11 now than they do last season? I would say yes.
I'd say
So,
Rangers do as well. Like, I mean, Rangers haven't really lost Candeas, Lafferty, Grezda. I mean, it's not exactly. I mean, three of the players I've just mentioned are pretty shit, apart from Candeas, who was alright. Like, but I mean, who they've brought in is better than what they've let out. Well, with Celtic,
And they've managed to
really
hold on to Morelos, so I think that's a massive boost for them.
Well,
I mean, Rangers.
For some
Rangers
diversity,
held on
I'll
to their
go with
best
Rangers
player.
then. Fuck Hearts, I'll go
So
with Rangers.
Well, I guess that's the difference between Rangers and Celtic. Rangers managed to hold on to their best player in the summer, and Celtic lost their best player. So, you know. Right, quickly before we go, I think we've got time for it. Who has had the worst transfer window this season? I went first with the best, so Steve, I'll let you go first this time.
I think there's three options. Aberdeen, Hibs, and Kelly. Hibs because they get promised and they didn't do anything with it. Aberdeen, there's no sign of progression, and Kelly have lost. They've lost a manager, they've lost players, and they haven't replaced either. So, I mean, I think it's got to be Kelly. Like, does it not?
I'm going to go with Hibs. I think Hibs have. I think they've got a lot of expectations, and I think they've got a very weak squad. I think where they finished last season in fifth place, I don't know. To me, I don't think they've got a squad that's capable of finishing fifth. Maybe this season because Kilmarnock's dropped off the face of the earth. But I mean, when I compare the Hibs team with the Hearts team and the Aberdeen team, I think Hibs are 3 or 4 players away before being anywhere close.
I mean, the way Motherwell and Livingston are playing, like, I mean, they should finish above Hibs. I mean,
yes, but I mean, I'm looking at it from the perspective that Kilmarnock are not on the same level. They'd one good season. Steve Clarke left, and we know that's them done. Whereas Aberdeen, Hibs, and Hearts are all kind of feud upon. They've got like the same sort of level playing field. They're all like should be trying to best of the rest. Basically, do you know what I mean? It's like you've got Mercedes and Ferrari battling out, and then like Red Bull have always been that fucking team that's there to capitalise for the last few seasons. Well, Hearts, Hibs, and Aberdeen they're the 3 teams that are behind the Old Firm. And to me, Hibs have got by far the worst squad at the 2, and they haven't just done anything. They haven't done nothing really to improve it. So,
and on that
I'm going to go with Hibs.
So,
I mean, Aberdeen haven't really made any improvements either, but I think they had a much better squad than Hibs to begin with. So I'm going to go with Hibs.
That is it. That is the end. So Kelly, Hibs is the 2 worst, is what we've picked, and Rangers and Hearts is the 2 best.
Funny that Hearts have had the best transfer window, but they're bottom of the league. And on that note, man, until next time.
Craig Lefine.
Fucking peace to Craig Lefine.